Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Triple Rank. Basically, we're in the Freestyle Fanaticz podcast. Probably gonna do Los Angeles most scandalous first. Get it started up.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. In part 1, we explored the FBI's new iteration of its counterintelligence program, COINTELPRO, now repackaged under the black identity extremist stigma. We uncovered how the powers that be have sought to prevent the rise of a black messiah, going to extreme lengths to track and control every movement in the black community. Not only did we examine these covert tactics to suppress black empowerment, but we also pinpointed the reasons behind the surveillance and targeting. Today, we're shifting gears to discuss the godfather of CS2Back's COINTEL cabal. This mystery man is the only one you've ever heard of, who can be both a suspect and an informant in multiple murders. Not only was he a former Compton police officer, but thanks to his association with, he also found himself in the presence of numerous A-list celebrities. This unique combination made him the perfect candidate and camouflage for law enforcement agencies and wealthy elitists seeking to infiltrate, discredit, and/or neutralize potential threats.
Reggie Jr. was a police officer. I believe he'll talk about his past, but he started off in the jail and then worked also in Compton. But Reggie Jr., he ended up, and I don't want to tell this story for him, but he ended up having an injury and retiring from the police department. And as you know, he's got a business mind, so he started his security company. And growing up with some very high-profile people like Suge Knight and in that Compton area, he was able to, along the way, connect with them and be the head of security, which is a pretty damn big deal for Death Row Records, and was with them for a period of time. And
so they said that basically Reggie Wright Jr. My bad. They said Reggie Wright Jr. I heard he wasn't the head of security. I say that. So we'll say that. All I can say is. Let's keep going.
very well-known guy. I want to give a shout out to his platform, which is Bomb
This the police talking about this shit.
First. He has his t-shirt on right now. And we do have some giveaways later in the day that Gina's going to be in charge of. But if you're not familiar with Bomb First, if you go to YouTube, take a look at it. He's got a very powerful platform.
The man said when Reggie on there and he lean there like that, you already know what it is.
And
What's up?
if you want to know the truth about anything, Reggie Jr. is that guy. And when you see him on his YouTube channel, if you follow him like I do, whenever he's leaning into the camera, click on that video.
I appreciate that.
Good.
Reggie Wright Jr. became an invaluable asset to those in power, using his position to manipulate and control from behind the scenes, furthering agendas that sought to destroy black success and empowerment. These informants, who gained notoriety only through their connection to Marion Knight, are now fighting to maintain their covert roles.
So basically, you know, they Reggie Wright is the one that really like fucked everything up though. Like, if Pop wouldn't have gotten that fight, it might have went a whole lot different. Biggie and him might have still been alive.
While telling stories about Death Row Records, DJ Vladimir Lyubovny makes his federal futon fluffy for these informants as they lie and implicate others in murders to cover up the murders of Tupac Shakur and Christopher Wallace.
So when you hear the theory that Poochie was the shooter, what is your take on
No, I'm in Douglasville.
I had to talk to Greg Cave about this, but I have my notes. So according to Greg Cave,
You know.
Poochie killed Biggie. That's the story I'm believing.
So they say Poochie killed Biggie, dog. So he got on Vlad talking this shit, talking about Poochie killed Biggie, man. Like, bro, you gotta look at all the facts, bro. Like, somebody killed Biggie, but we don't know if it was Poochie.
Whatever the story is, the greatest question is what I believe.
This is what you do, right? So, Suge and Poochie kill Pete. I done heard you all. You ain't Red, son. That's how y'all feeling. Y'all just, y'all scared for Suge to get out, huh? You niggas is cold niggas. Reggie Wright, your ass there that died, nigga. Corona. And you still talking, nigga. Boy, niggas gonna get you for that punk shit, though.
So you just heard Reggie and Mob James go on Vlad TV and place the murder of Biggie on Marion Knight. K9 from Swans responded in disbelief, expressing his distaste for the lie snitching that he heard them both do. Because Reggie was upset with K9 for his statements, he decided to go on Clubhouse and lie on him in pure COINTEL fashion. Before I play the COINTEL Clubhouse recording, I want to read what Reggie said about Suge in this article.
I wasn't under the impression about him being an informant. I just know he has rat things in him. The two things that come to mind when I hear Lloyd speak on those issues is that I know he did do this or can do this. The one thing is when he was doing his time in jail for the probation violation on the state side, he knew he had a 6 months tail on the federal side.
What's up, Sean?
And he actually reached out to the U.S. attorney that was handling the matter for his 6 month probation violation and said, y'all been trying to get me to cooperate on David Kenner. I'm willing to do that now because I don't want to go 6 months. I'm ready to get out of here. He had me call.
So they said David Kenner had something to do with getting, allegedly. It was Suge said. Suge said David Kenner and another rapper, basically, had something to do with them getting knocked, like hit or whatever. So, I don't know.
The U.S. attorney.
Allegedly.
I did. The U.S. attorney advised me that I can't talk to you, Reggie. You're not his attorney.
It's AI. They
I would
type
have
that
to
shit
hear
in,
from
so
his attorney.
they be typing that shit in, so it's like the AI, it don't say it right. Like, when they say Tony Yayo, it say Tony Yayo. It say shoe. Like it don't know how to say it like a human yet. It gotta, I guess, gotta
Which
keep
at the
working.
time, the attorney had.
Or it might be the program might be
David
weak.
Chesnoff out of Las Vegas. So I called David Chesnoff and told him Suge wanted to do the 6 months and cooperate against David Kenner. David Chesnoff told me, I represent tough guys from the mafia. One thing I don't do is represent rats that would do any type of telling. So you tell Suge if that's what he wants to do, then he needs to remove me or I'll remove myself as his attorney of record.
So you see how Reggie went on allhiphop.com and used the attorney David Chesnoff's name to attach rat allegations on
This shit
Suge.
crazy.
Now listen to him and his protege CS2 Back work together in an attempt to discredit and slander K-Nina using the same lie.
K-Nina. It's a K9.
Right up, dog. Reggie White is supposed to nigga K9's a rat, dog. Reggie White is a nigga that ran death row, cut all the checks, all the permits. Bring Reggie White up. Red, you understand? Yeah, Red. Now, keep it 100, Red. Do I know this nigga K9, bro?
All right, so mute the mic for Red. Mute the mic for him. Nobody else should be talking.
Hey, Red. Do I know this nigga K9, bro?
Let me tell the story on K9. Let me just tell the history. Number one, K9 was brought in by me. K9, to my knowledge, ain't never met Suge Knight in life.
You got,
Why is some of that? I don't know. K9 was
the slide down on YouTube.
Is the one that really spoke up.
Hey, what's up? You gotta slide down on YouTube and then
like K9, and
hit the little
me
cross
trying
button.
K9. I'm the one that put K9 on the wall.
At the bottom you can slide it, like you can live, short,
I mean,
post,
K9
whatever.
was a cool dude when he was with me. He just lately been kind of, milding over.
Red, do I know this nigga, Red? You know what I know this nigga.
Hey, Only time that I ever know Wack and K9 be around was when we had a little incident at the Flying Museum in Santa Monica.
Hey y'all, this most scandalous Los Angeles TV.
When Wack and
You were my quick or just one of the niggas that I right?
exactly. He was him, but K9 was with us, and it was a bunch of dudes from 2Ps. You know, of course, the mob dudes and all that. K9 was with us, and one of his big homeboys.
I ain't got premium, y'all, so it might slow down just a little bit, but
What makes Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and
One of his big homeboys.
So why this nigga keep insinuating that I know this nigga, Red? You know, we didn't talk to them little niggas, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with why K9 is speaking on Wack like that, like they know each other, because to my knowledge, around Death Row, they didn't have no relationship like that, because K9 was only around about a year. Like I said, K9 was gone by the time Suge came home.
Suge came home. Now, what about this nigga when you hired the attorney?
I just got out the
when you
shower.
caught the case in Vegas?
You know how. Now this is why K9. he
why
said
you
that
trying to
he
be
left
funny? I just got out the
a
shower.
big girl that got killed in front of the house.
Fresh white tea. Fresh white tea. Oh, no, I'm cool. I'm chilling, bro. I'm just trying to get my hours up.
That ain't why
That's
K9
it.
left. K9 was going prior to that. K9 left because he caught a case or had a case. Suge wanted to look out, told me to hire an attorney, the big time powerful attorney named David Chesnoff from Vegas.
That's the nigga represent the mob. I know this nigga.
He one of the best attorneys ever. Y'all look up David Chesnoff in Vegas. Anybody from Nevada, Vegas know who he is. We sent him down there to represent the talk to K9.
Y'all need a good attorney to get David Chesnoff out there in Las Vegas.
On retainer. He came back and called me, he said, Rich, he said, I know that's one of y'all artists, but you know I'm a mafia attorney. And one thing I can't ever in life represent is a fucking rat. And he said,
A fucking rat. That's crazy. A fucking rat. That's wild.
that dude is trying to be an informant, and I can't represent him. I don't care how much money y'all give me. That's when I went back and reported that to Suge, and Suge
Oh, when I get
told
to
me,
have that?
man, what you got me involved with?
I don't know, man. I bought this hat so long ago.
According to
bro.
Reggie, David Chesnoff
This
initially
hat-
refused to represent Shuk
I got
due to
about
allegations of him being an informant. More recently,
I got about like 1,000 different hats, bro. I mean, I know I at least got about 600, bro. 600. I know I got about 300 brims at least. But I don't know, this hat, I've had this hat probably 5 or 6 years. But I think I got it from, damn, I do not remember. I can't even sit here and lie to you, bro. I can't even remember where I got it from.
Reggie states that Chesnoff has also declined to represent K9 for the same reason. If someone doesn't conform to Reggie's desired narrative,
Oh, yeah,
they're
man, I got
targeted
that.
with false accusations and attempts to ruin their reputation.
Under pressure.
A clear example of COINTELPRO's strategy in action. While Knight sits incarcerated, these same informants use their platforms to slander and defame others, accusing them of being snitches, when in reality, they are the very ones who have betrayed their own.
If you believe all that, then you believe if you believe all of this, and you believe I was involved in
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that you were involved. I didn't say you were not involved.
Okay. I said, but if you do believe that, let me just ask you this. Okay.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead.
Why didn't you ever come knocking on my door and talk to me? You saw the 302s on me before. You saw the 302s on me before. You saw the 302s on me before.
There's an FBI 302 a 5-page memo.
Tell everybody what a 302 is.
302 is a memo memorializing a meeting. Here's what I can
Why
tell
would
you.
he even meet with them in the first place?
Because he was trying to cut a deal, which is the point Giant's trying to make. He called anybody and everybody a rat. He was trying to do the exact same thing.
Reggie went on the Bloody Bunch clubhouse room and admitted that he was the one uploading pictures on Marion Knight's Twitter account.
Wait a minute, then. Reggie, you have information that only you know. Do you run that Twitter though? Do you run that shit on Twitter? Not currently, but I had authority to do it. Oh, so you did run it? Yeah. But he had a lot of content. Hold on, let's get back to the question Garden Kings asked you about while Wack and Suge went at it. Wack has content all over the internet going crazy on Wack about something on Twitter when you was in control of it. But I'm going back on you. Yeah. But that ain't what started the beef. They were already going at it. So you agreeing that you did go who's that turned it up? No. I'm just saying, I just turned it up. The only thing was put on there was the content. Yeah. Hold on, you hold on. Only thing was put up there, and that was funny. Wait a minute, hold on. The only thing that was put up there about Wack was still acting like he was cleaning the table in Adam 22. That was the only thing that was ever put on that Twitter about Wack.
And one of the pictures he posted had Marion Knight, Tupac, and Trey Lane from Mob Piru. In the caption,
yeah, like he was acting like he was cleaning the table. What the? He act like he cleaned.
Reggie writes that this little guy is responsible for Tupac's demise. Now Reggie posted this to poke at Trey and to make people think that Suge was blaming Trey for Pac's death. Reggie was trying to show Trey that he could make people begin to blame him for the murder. Listen to what Reggie says to Trey right here.
And there's a person out there lately. And I won't tap at him because I got to remind mother. Everybody thinks just because I was a cop, I didn't grow up in the Imperial Courts housing projects. I didn't walk the same payments as their relatives did, and then they did later on in their adult life. I walked the same payments that all of those niggas from Luders Park, East Side, Mob Piru, and played baseball over there in Kelly Park and Ed Hood and all of those neighborhoods. I even went over to Wilson Park side, the west side, and played at Gonzales Park. But some nigga that want to play with me, and I'm going to send him a little warning. Matter of fact, I won't show the picture. Now, remember I told y'all that all of this Death Row, Southside, Mob Piru bullshit, a lot of people lost their lives. I'm not going to say Tupac. I'm not like Suge, what's been putting up on his Twitter. I'm not like Suge, what's been putting up on his Twitter. I'm not like Suge, what's been putting up on his Twitter.
Do you guys see what he's doing? He's the one responsible for posting the picture on Suge's Twitter. Then he gets on his show and says he's not like Suge, to blame Trey for Tupac's murder and post it on Twitter. I hope you guys can see what this informant just did.
Dragon Riders Assemble. Did you know they built an animatronic Toothless for the new How to Train Your Dragon live-action movie? Legendary director Dean DeBlois.
I'm not gonna say that, because it make it seem like he was involved with the murder. He wasn't involved with the murder.
So Reggie just let you know that he knew exactly what he was doing when he made that post. He said it makes it look like he was involved with the murder. Then he said, nah, he wasn't involved with the murder. So he tapped at Trey with the post. Then he comes on his show to act like he's clearing him of Suge's accusations. This is a cold bastard right here. And all of us are just sitting back watching him do it. But I want you guys to listen to what Reggie says to Trey, because this is going to show you just how narcissistic Reggie is. and how untouchable he feels that he is.
He just did some scary ass shit to make niggas have to respond at a location where they didn't need to be responding at. Stories gonna start being told. You keep texting my co-workers with your bullshit when you drunk, high off of ecstasy or something, and then want to wake up in the morning. Oh, your little homie just tripping. He just, no, nigga, don't tap at me and then try to backtrack it with the ha ha ha. Nigga, fuck you. I don't play those games, nigga. You know that. Nigga, just cause you over there now thinking you got niggas from the hood, those little youngsters don't know the pedigree. They don't know where you really from. Long Beach, Crip. They don't know all of that. They don't know you been saved, nigga. How niggas saved you in county jail and shit. Stories gonna be told. Stop playing with Richie motherfucking Wright, nigga.
Damn.
It's gonna be some stories. I'm gonna get y'all that interview y'all been wanting. Cause trust me, he gonna be calling Vlad or John or somebody offering to do the interview for free. Nigga, say one more word, mention my name one more time to people that I work with. Meaning John. Fuck it, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. Stop texting John with your bullshit, nigga. You got my number. You know how to get my number. You know how to get a hold of me. Please, stop playing with me. I know too much about you guys that walk around now with your chest all poked out, running to Cleveland, Ohio and stuff, thinking you the man, and you this and you that. Nigga, I'll tell stories. I have niggas come on when they just say, who's in St. Louis? Who got what? Where that nigga at? Tell him come here. I'm gonna take that. So why do you think he be playing with Reggie? At the end of the day, y'all know. I can see whole ass niggas in the comment sections on YouTube, but niggas that know. Oh man. Don't make me have to play with you. That's just the tap that the principal used to give you with the ruler. Cause nigga, I'm gonna spank your ass. Say another word. I promise you. I want you to. Let's play. Let's have fun. Let's have a 2024 great year, Negro. Cause I play both sides. Both sides. You know that. We can play it on social media, or we can. Nigga, please. Okay. Either way. Cause you ain't gonna be able to say, oh, it jammed. It jammed when I was getting out of the trash can. I was in the trash can and it. You ain't gonna be able to say that with me, nigga. They gonna be saying, oh. R.I.P. 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 What they gonna be saying? Come fucking with Reggie. R.I.P. Fucking with Reggie. R.I.P. Fucking with Reggie. R.I.P. No threats. Promises, bro. No threats. I'm tired of playing with you. I've been playing with you, reading your texts all.
Man, that nigga should have got down.
When you
should have got down. Went off on Reggie Wright, and that shit was like. Yeah, goddamn. That's crazy though, but that's what happened.
Get drunk. Going in and out. Got your sister calling my wife, telling why they doing that? Why they doing that? Why they doing that? Talking about brother-in-law. Calling, man, nigga, stop playing with me. Stop it, little boy. Sorry, John. Hate to use this.
He's talking real tough.
Tap at one person on our platform.
He's talking real tough, bro. And Reggie White is, yeah, he's old and frail, dog. Like,
I'm tired of bitch ass niggas, man. They ain't a bitch. It's somebody I actually liked. Asked him several times. Asked him. Respond back with texts like, all right, man, all right. It's all good. I was talking out. What? Did he get drunk? Start rambling again. Stop doing that, dog. Don't know what you on. Ain't never known you to be on shit like that.
That nigga talking real tough.
Stop doing that. Don't let your little status over there today clog your memory. Niggas' hands fucked up. Never use my hands. Never use my hands.
Hold on, y'all. I ain't got premium. Give me 1 second. I think it's commercial about to pop up. Give me 1 second.
Almost sold out. Upon its launch, it generated an overwhelming response.
Fucked up. Never use my hands. Never use my hands. I'm a harker. Never mind. I'm a harker. Never mind. Never mind. All right, man. Enough said.
So Reggie just said his hands were messed up, but it didn't matter because he never used his hands. Then he went on to say he was an orca, but he stopped himself before finishing the word. What do you guys think he was gonna say?
Orca.
He was an orca, what? Somebody asked Reggie what word was he gonna say.
A bombshell just involving the murder of Tupac Shakur. Keefe D's defense attorneys say that they had uncovered information that Reggie Wright Jr., the former head of security for Suge Knight and Death Row Records, may have orchestrated.
Never mind.
I'm a orca.
Orchestrated. Eyes on Russell Poole.
Ice-T said his drives or something like that when I said that I believe this thing was murder rap put in their investigation for murder rap, the Greg Cadence theory. I don't believe what Randall Sullivan is pushing or Russell Poole or anything like that.
So Reggie just said he doesn't believe Russell Poole's theory. Russell Poole said Reggie was the orchestrator of both hits. Listen to how Reggie completely rewrites history, sitting in front of Vlad the Vulture.
That's why I throw jabs at Russell Poole. Ultimately, at the end, he got it right. He got it right. He got it right. Who he believes was responsible for the shooting of Biggie.
And he's out
You know. Poochie. No.
No. Sure.
Exactly.
So now Reggie is saying that he does agrees with Russell Poole, because in the end, Russell Poole got the story correct. How did Reggie go from not believing Russell Poole to saying that Russell Poole got it right in the end? How did Russell Poole change his theory when he went to his deathbed wanting to apologize to Shugi, all while accusing Reggie of setting him up?
Man, I've been following with great interest. You know, Russell wanted to apologize to you.
Yeah, I heard him. He's a good guy. I never lied to him with nobody because, you know, all that stuff. They know who was going on behind all that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
How did I know that Russell Poole died? Had a heart attack and died. Shit, because I know motherfucker people. They call me, hey, motherfucker. Motherfucker up here. This motherfucker up here. And was talking about, and everybody think he was up there talking about the murders or something like that. He was up there talking about trying to get you to confess or to ID the person that shot him at the Chris Brown party.
They called Russell to schedule a meeting for August 19th, 2015 at 10 a.m. Russell was asked to come along. And just as an aside, he was asked to come along only once we found out about the evidence in the One Oak shooting. But back to the article. At 9:02 a.m., Russell called me and we talked for 7 minutes. He told me he was stuck in traffic. But back to the article. At 9:02 a.m., Russell called me and we talked for 7 minutes. He told me he was stuck in traffic around Diamond Bar. On the phone, he told me that he'd be staying at his son's condo to visit the doctor on Thursday. He was going to have his blood pressure medicine adjusted. We talked about the upcoming meeting and he promised to call me the minute he got out of the meeting. He said, if anything happens to me, you have to get the information we compiled out there. Noon rolled around, and I assumed he was extending this into lunch, but was encouraged that it was taking longer than anticipated. I even thought that maybe he was being offered a job with the sheriff's department. At 3:51 p.m., I sent another text message, still going. A while later, I sent, damn. And then a little while later, must be a great meeting. I had no idea what was actually happening. At 5:28 p.m., I got a text from one of our confidential informants telling me, I just heard Russell has died. What the fuck? I went on to Google and saw the news and that it had been posted 24 minutes earlier. I was devastated. The friend I was with started to scour the web while I made some telephone calls. 6 minutes later, I was listening to Reggie Wright Jr.'s interview on Bond First. Now the questions were racing in my mind. How did Wright get a video posted so quickly? It was a 13-minute, 32-second interview, so walk that back. It had to take some time to call it in, to put the background up, to publish it, to post it, and for the aggregate into search engines. For a time, it was appearing in the first couple listings on Google. We clicked on the video to listen to it a second time, and the video had all of a sudden become private and couldn't be played.
Damn.
Did Wright know Poole wasn't going to be walking out of the sheriff's office alive? It all certainly seemed fishy to me. Did Wright know Poole wasn't going to be walking out of the sheriff's office alive? It all certainly seemed fishy to me.
That's what the sheriff was out. And so that's what he was really up there. But he was just trying to say, well, we give him a back and cooperate with this and let's let him go. And so, of course, if I'm in jail and they come to me and say, hey, if when you got shot at a club and if you confess to, or be the eyewitness or the person who shot you and tell who did, and he let you out. Hey, go see what you can do. Yeah. I'll tell the nigga that shot me. If that's gonna get me out of this bullshit, go see what you can do.
Yeah.
And then the motherfucker go up there and just because they questioned him and asked him, because he's so hyper and he gets so mad, this motherfucker goes and have a heart attack. So now, these motherfuckers, they stupid motherfuckers up there pushing that they shot him, somebody shot him with a heart attack gun, and that's how he died. I mean, this is the type of shit that's out there. Stupid motherfuckers like this believe that there's a heart attack gun that you can shoot somebody and make them have a heart attack.
Also, I had to find, one time they wanted me to find out if there was such a thing as a poison that was undetectable, especially one that seemed to mimic a heart attack, that would kill someone, but it would appear that they had a heart attack. I did find such a thing.
Does this pistol fire the dart? Yes, it does, Mr. Chairman, and a special one was developed which potentially would be able to enter the target without perception.
The poison was frozen into some sort of dart.
That look like the government saying this shit. And this old footage, y'all. This old freaking footage. Like, this is crazy. Damn, that's crazy. And that's real, dog. That's real right there, bro. That's the government. They got them at a meeting.
Very high speed
Congress
into the
like
person. So when it reached the person, it would melt inside them. And the only thing would be like one little tiny red dot on their body, which is hard to detect. There wouldn't be a needle left or anything like that in the person.
But also the toxin itself would not appear in the autopsy?
Yes, so that there was no way of perceiving that the target was him.
One thing Reggie has kept
And if Russell Poole knew about him, he wouldn't.
video from Reggie, where he disrespects any police officers.
Would be a needle left or anything like that in the person.
But also the toxin itself would not appear in the autopsy?
Yes, so that there was no way of perceiving that the target was him.
So it says there's no way perceiving that if they shot that at you, that they can even tell that it hit you. This the government saying this shit.
One thing Reggie has kept consistent over these years is his protection of the police. I've never seen a video from Reggie where he disrespects any police officers, except for Russell Poole.
And if Russell Poole knew about him, he wouldn't been attacking my father like that because he knew he was a good man.
Right.
You know, he was a good police. He wouldn't even be coming at him like that just doing. Which I can't even say that Russell Poole never openly, to my knowledge, said anything bad about my father. And so I can't shit on Russell Poole. I can just tell you what I know about Russell Poole. What's documented. That he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about it. And that he was so fixated on one way, he had to get rid of it. Where he just up and quit his job. That's all I can ever say about him. That he was living in a motherfucking garage. That's what people don't know. Do y'all know what the dude that's living in a garage? What type of dude that is? That's living in the garage. Ain't nothing the dude that when you come over to the house that's living in the garage with the family.
Right.
That's your crazy uncle.
Listen to the way Reggie lies on Michael Moore and misrepresents his statements.
Ask him why Gotham was here on his radio and he lied.
While I was working at 662, I heard something over the Nextels that we all carry for security. And what I heard was, got
him. So all of them had some Nextel, like, they had a little walkie-talkie joints, but, you know, they had the ones that, you know, chirp back in the day and all that. But they say as soon as they got the busting off caps at Tupac and them, allegedly, this what Suge said, that it's like basically they heard, everybody said they heard it got him. But this the security guard saying they got him.
Why got him?
This is not true.
Okay.
This is not true. This is the person you talking about, Michael Moore. This is the person that OD'd on drugs.
No, what
that's trying to say that he heard somebody say got him over a white voice over my voice on my radio say got him.
Then the police said, don't say nothing over the radio.
No, they say not the police, they say I said.
Okay.
They gonna post shit, bro. Hold it right.
No, they said David Kenner was the one that said. They say David Kenner was the one.
Hold it right.
Right before me and Mr. Wright got in the vehicle to go get to the hospital, someone else came on the radio and said, hey, don't say nothing over the radio.
But it's a lie. It's not true. There's no truth to that.
He said, no, I never said it, Reggie. He never said it.
I'm not saying he said that. I'm saying other people said it. That's why I said you're going to quote it correctly. That's what the other people say. Is that I'm the one that told them to have radio silence. Don't be saying that over the air.
Mr. Wright and I were talking about what had happened, and I just clearly heard somebody say, don't say that over the radio. But the person who said it was not Homeboy Security, nor was it one of our security guards. It was, to me, it would be like a stranger. Someone, and the person that said that was Caucasian. Definitely not African American.
That's why they said it was David Kenner. Hold on, y'all. I ain't got premium.
Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Man, come on, man. God damn.
Caucasian. Definitely not African American.
This is the way Reggie, in his own words, muddies up an investigation. Michael Moore said the voice that he heard was a Caucasian-sounding voice. He said it definitely was not an African-American.
Sure, nice.
The execution of a high-profile celebrity in a city like Las Vegas, particularly on the night of a Mike Tyson fight, coupled with the ability to evade justice, strongly implies that the sanctioning of such an act must have come from the highest echelons of power. Recall the scene in Training